I recently got to shoot a cool ad where I got to do one of those trendy speed ramps around a truck. Anyway, I want to dive into the computer and just show you guys what I did in this, and hopefully it helps you moving forward. So let's dive into it. Final Cut Pro, really quickly, I'm just going to show you guys what this looks like in total. So here we go. Okay, back from that, we're into the editor here. I'm going to turn off those little flashes you saw. I'm going to get most of this stuff turned off until we're ready to touch base on that. So getting into this here, you're going to see how I have these speed ramps laid out. I'll stretch out the timeline. As I'm coming along the side of the truck here, I go into the same direction but another angle heading backwards. You can see I put a brake in the clip here where I've increased it to 414%. So then you can see I created another brake where I slow it down to 50% speed gliding along. And then as I'm pulling away from the truck, I increase the speed 2000% as I'm walking away from the truck. And then I slow, right as I get to the peak, I gradually slow it down 80% speed. Create another brake in the clip, and then as I whoosh in towards the grill, I speed it up 2000%, create another brake in the clip right here, and I slow it down 40%. So this is your natural slow motion right here. Create another brake in the clip, and then I'm speeding this into the next clip. Same speed ramp effect. You just have to kind of tweak the speeds the way you like them, the way they look most natural and flow with the music or whatever kind of sounds you're working with. And then I create another brake in the clip, slow this down 40% speed right here, and so forth. So what I want to show you guys is, as I'm going around the truck here, one thing I learned that worked really well in making these speed ramps as smooth as possible is you can see how if you grab these speed ramp bars, you can drag them out, and what that does is changes how smooth your speed ramp is. So if you have them stretched all the way out, it's going to be quick and abrupt. If you have them smoothed down, it's going to create a more gradual increase or decrease to whatever level of speed you have set. If you're not familiar with speed ramping, I'm going to put a card right up here that you can click on. There's a video, a whole tutorial I did on speed ramping, so that'll kind of give you the basic understanding of how to do the speed ramping. This is more for, I just want to give you this tip that I kind of discovered as I was doing one of these trendy style speed ramps around a vehicle. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is the smooth camera zoom plugin that I purchased for, I think in total it was like $15.30, totally worth it, as well as the motion blur plugin that I have in another video. I'll go ahead and link that right here for you guys so you can see how to apply those motion blur and which one I typically use. So if you go on YouTube and you type in Ryan Nangle, this is the video I actually referenced to get that link. So you just go down here and you'll see smooth camera zooms. You just click that link. It shows you how to install it, but essentially you just want to get it in your motion templates, and you got to go into your motion templates, put it in your titles folder, and this should show up right here in titles once you have it correctly installed. And you can use these zoom in, zoom out, these smooth camera zooms. It makes it way easier, a lot smoother than trying to keyframe everything sometimes. So what I did here, and I'll get these turned back on, you can see I've got a zoom in smooth, goes into a zoom in and out, and then another zoom in and a zoom out smooth as I go along here, which is going to look something like this. This is another one of those things where you just have to tweak it, but I'll toggle it on and off. You can kind of see how when I have it on, it's slowly zooming in when I get here. And as I was pulling away from the truck, it kind of gives almost like this warp effect, like it's pulling towards it as I'm still going back. And then I speed ramp into the grill, and right up here I added another zoom in to begin. So as I get into the grill here, this is one of my favorite spots where it actually zooms in real quick, and it just kind of really made it pop. I thought it was just a really sharp looking effect. And then at this final one here, it's a zoom out smooth effect that I have that just kind of pulls away. So again, it's just something that makes your workflow a lot easier, a lot faster. So aside from that, I've got my motion blur plugin right here. I usually use moderate motion blur too. So I've got these over just the portions that I actually speed ramp into the next clip, or I really want to create a realistic looking speed ramp effect. It just gives some natural looking motion blur. Another thing I have going on here is a bunch of these whooshes and different sound effects and things like that that really sell it, but I'll keep the music off for now.
Over the last few weeks, 3 straight 100-yard games, and I got to tell you, he has been their workhorse and their home run hitter. So many carries, but also the ability to take it the distance when he gets some. So
that's it for this one. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. If this video is helpful, please consider liking and subscribing for more content coming up. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.
This is BW1. We are arriving at the waypoint.